Hello and welcome to this small series on the Murphy U506 radio. This is something I've got recently. I've been holding on to for quite a while because I wanted to do it justice. It will be covered in a series of videos. This first one will be an introduction and inspection. This will mostly be filmed in Andy Cam. Say hello, Andy. Hello. Yeah, I'll be out doing this handheld. It's just this easier for the inspection. The case looks okay. It's a painted case, and from my research on Google, with the help of Google, I found out they did these in different colours. This one's a white one. Well, I say white, it's more off-white, but they did come in green. This band here painted green, red, blue. The face is always white, and the gold mesh. Yeah, and these knobs are sometimes white, although this one's loose. This one loose knob. It's got the face plate is flaked off. Just literally, there's flakes of it visible. You see past it. It's just gone. But if it'll focus in on these, there we go. You got long wave, medium wave, and BHF, plus gramophone input, a general off button, a piano key type, and there's one for music, which might be a tone control, and one for speech, depending on what you're listening to. So yeah, it's a 3-band radio with gramophone input, on off button, and tone controls. I'm not sure. This is your dial control and tuning in with a front knob instruction. This one I'm going to presume is volume control. Doesn't click, so there's no on off on that switch. It just goes up and down. This is said to be Bakelite, but I'd say it's more plastic than Bakelite, but it could be. It doesn't have the detail. And of course, being old, it comes with all the speckles as usual. These things tend to gather sitting around when other things are being painted. This is the original paint and it seems to have worn thin. It's been scratched off in various places. When it comes to restoring, there's no chips, there's no cracks. It's all there, it's just untidy. So I should be able to sand this down, remove some of these paint flecks, and just basically repaint it. That's how it should have been originally. Now the owner says, who I bought it off, that he bought it new. And he had it in his kitchen and in his front room for periods of times. And each time it got replaced, it got moved to a different room. So it started off in the living room, went to the kitchen, ended up in the garage, where it spent the rest of its life. He says it was working. I haven't tried it yet. I believe him. He's honest enough chap. So yeah, one owner, barely looked after. It's had a hard life. It spent most of its time in a garage and workshop type environment. It comes from 1959. These were made. and the valve. Other transistor radios was about. These were still valve radios. And yeah, basically it's just a good standard radio, tabletop as they call them. It'll just sit on the sideboard or somewhere. I'm yet to undo it, so we're gonna. Oh, it's squeaky on there. It's this line now. I've got lining my table. It's actually lining it to protect the radio. I'm gonna find the screwdrivers. There we go. I'm going to need a receptacle to put the screws in. Start with this one. I might change it to something else later because it seems pretty big. Hello! It's my guard dog. Make sure I do everything properly. Here's my supervisor. It's the first time I've touched this radio. I've been tempted, but I had other jobs to get done, and I thought I'd leave this and do it in a series of videos. This is just an inspection today, nothing more. I'll not be doing any work, any remedial work on it to bring it back to life. I'm just looking, see what needs to be done. It has a plug, but I haven't plugged it in because, you know, I suspect that in the number of years this has been around, something's deteriorated inside. I'm not sure if there's any more screws or anything, so I'm going to have a quick look underneath. No, this is not easy one-handed. Some of you will appreciate to do this sort of thing. There we go. It doesn't want to come out. Let's have a quick peep underneath. Oh, there's dust. Everything seems dusty, which is good. It's all got equal amounts of dust. There's no clean off areas, so nothing's. This is the original condition. I've lost a metal clip. There seems to be a slit there, so I'm going to pop that out. There we go. The back plate off. Some metal clip here. Not sure if that's off this radio or something else. Can't see anything else falling down there. The dog's having a quick search. My search dog. I can see the dial cord there. I'm very suspicious of. Lamp is there, covered in equal amount of dust and dirt and grime. There's what's left of the dial plate, I should imagine. There's no mice or anything in here, so that's a bonus. There is some 6-legged, 8-legged fiends in here somewhere. The trappings are here. Speaker looks okay. Soldered connections down for wire. My next thing to do is to do a visual inspection of the unit's underside without too much disturbance. Yeah. Alright. That'll have to go. I'm glad to say it's, as reported to me by the previous owner, it's in original condition. There doesn't seem to have been any work. Nothing jumped straight out at me as to what possible problems there might be. Just the usual deteriorated components, capacitors and such like, which are no longer fit for purpose. Well, I can't see anything running around or moving spider wise. I'm not sure. I think I know where that clip's come from. One of them mounting clips. It's come from here. So seems to be one screw there, one screw there. There's no mounting screws on the bottom, so just them two, and the knobs on the front. I didn't see where the speaker wires come from. I was looking for the speaker wires. They come through and are soldered there, so I might have to desolder them. Although they are quite long, I might have to desolder them. Right, turn the attention back to the front. This one's loose. I'm not sure how these. Oh, there's a screw there in there. I can see the screw down in there. So if I line that hole up with that screw, I should be able to get a little screwdriver in there. Right. I'm not sure if this is broken or just loose. Ah, well. It looks intact, so I think it just worked loose. Come off its mounting. I think it goes over the top of this lip here. And it's just popped over and popped off. So that's one thing. I can get to that screw better now. Oh yeah, that seems easy enough. Ah, it is broke. That's a shame. But it's only two pieces. It's only broke into two pieces, so I should be able to glue that. Put the piece in there. Put the outer ring in there with it. Take that off. A felt pad, so that can go next to it. Seems easy enough. Unrepairable, so I'm not sure if that's I'll see if that's on there. I'll have to try a different screwdriver, I think. So I'm going to try that one. I'm presuming this screw is lined up with the hole like it was on the other one. Something's unscrewing. There we go. That's come off cleanly. See, that's got two. That's got two of these. I'm not sure if there isn't a ring or something that goes on there. Seems that one might be cracked as well. The hard covers come off. This one doesn't want to come off quite so cleanly. I'll wash it out. Little micro wash up. Bits in there. Behave. There we are. Do what you're told. Yeah. I was actually talking to my dog. Yeah, the noise. Going to investigate. Former occupant. Some sort of radio crab. I'm not sure if that's a burn mark, but I'll have a look at that because that goes to the fuse. Up and down the resistor, and there's a fuse there in that area. The main dropper resistor. Paris washers. Rubber mounts there. I can see possible skeletal remains there. Make sure he is dead and not going to run all over me. That's a washer cap. Out of its case. Like I say, there's evidence there, some blobs, some molten blobs. There's all that blue and white is from the screen plate, but there seems like molten blobs. Which I presume is from this area. Come on, focus. One handy cam, focus. There's some sort of damage there on that output transformer side, but there's some wax melting on there, on the wax caps. I will, the second half of this recording, there's a big mummified spider there. He met his demise in this video. Everything else seems okay. There's no exploded components. That resistor down there. I will take a closer look at these items. But that's a 1000 volt capacitor there. They might be as well. That looks pretty charred actually. I'm going to clean this up. Get a brush in there and clean it all out. Remove the dead bodies. But yeah, there's no great damage anywhere. There's nothing exploded or burnt as such. There's some scar in there, maybe a bit of burning. At least this big smoothing cap, main smoothing cap is easily accessible. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I might remove it to get better access to the capacitors underneath. Looks like an electrolytic down there. And see what's going on. It's 50 microfarads, 250 microfarad capacity, 2 times 50s, 300 volts. I might be able to manage that. Let's do a couple of electrolytics, maybe 47s. I have a number of circuit diagrams for this. Some are a lot better than others, some are terrible. But I should be able to decipher what goes where. 4 microfarads. That's 4.7. I'm just thinking to myself the things I've got to sort out, so that'll go. I'll have to order one of that size. 104. Yes. I'm going to have to make some room in here. This will have to come out, I think. Well, be removed, dropped out of position, mostly. And then it comes in down to here. That's to the off switch, the on-off switch. Yeah, all of the coatings come off the back of this plate here, this glass plate, so I'm not going to be able to do much about that at this point. What I will do is see if I can find a good image, maybe get one printed up as a vinyl stick or rub down transfer or something at a later date. My first priority would be to get this thing back to life. Then I'm probably going to fit a Bluetooth unit or something to this. Because it's got inputs I can use, I might wire in a Bluetooth thing with this as a later edition. But first, like I say, first priority is to get this up and running. Like I said, I don't see anything majorly wrong. All the tubes are there. They're a bit loose, but they're there. Just going to get something to wipe that down with. Seems okay. What I'm looking for is evidence that we've gone to air or something, but they seem, there's not the usual white mist you'd expect to see. I think they're okay on first inspection. They just want reseating, I think. So that's scorch marks or just dirt marks? I have a list of the valves used. Well, that come with the circuit on the circuit diagram that tells you what were fitted. Seems there's no cracks or anything, so I'll they're firmly held in place. Oh, it's got a bit of a bent leg there. I'll tight, so let me find the index point. There we go. Yeah, it goes back in alright, so I might straighten that. They look like they've been in place for a long time, so I don't think they've been messed around with. Bounced around maybe twisted in the sockets. But they all seem okay. There's no cracks, no sign of going to air. They're not corroded. Dirty, but not corroded. There's the other one. There's a shielded one there. I'm not gonna pull that out just yet. It seems okay. There we go. The base seems fine. All the dirt is on the surface, so yeah, seems okay. I'll get the spring on later. I'll sort that out later because I'm going to take them all out again and clean them up. until a later date. Yes. So the bulbs all seem okay, so I'm not going to buy any until I've proven them to be faulty in the testing stages, so that they'll be okay. I might remove them and store them separately for now. I'm not sure yet. At the moment, it's just a look. I'm just looking. There's a VHF can. This is 506, 586, so yeah. Yes, and let's take that transformer, drop it out of position more than take it away. I might start by removing this, disconnecting it, tagging the lines. That'll free this up. This wire, this resistor, whatever it is. Get the transformer out of the way. Get to these capacitors. Down there and down there. Get them out, make a list, order some parts. I will be replacing all of these waxes. This electrolytic down here. The two in there. There's a one down here. And a number of these black ones here. Here. These, because they're hunts, I think, or whatever that says. It says, I'm not sure what name that says on there. I'll have a close up when I come to take them out. There's another one hiding down there. That wire looks gone. So I might snip that in half. Push this back through the hole. Leave a bit on here. Replace that later. Oh, another waxy hiding down there. Yes. I'm not sure there's anything hiding around the back of that transformer. I'm not sure that tube is there, but I think it's just a conduit for the wiring. I'm going to start with the capacitors, and I might check out some of these resistors. They might all end up going. In fact, just about everything on here might end up going. See another cap over there hiding away. Yes. It's not daunting by any means. It's a simple enough design. Everything's accessible. I might have to order some sheathing for these wires and I'll replace them. I'll get some silicon tubing for that. Some pole float silicon tubing because it's nice and fine and get it colour coordinated. So I can match what's in there. Mostly green, some orange, some blue. Mostly the link wires are green. I've got a green tubing over them, so I'll probably repeat that. Oh, that's my initial look. I'll have a closer look later after I've had it, giving it a good clean. So for now, that's my initial look over.